This is definitely giving OF energy, but it's not. It's just me. There's these videos that are going out about these young women talking about how they've been feeling unattractive all their lives, feeling like they're not desired or wanted. They don't fit the aesthetic. And a part of me understands that, but now that I'm about to be 40, it's like there's this whole revelation going on. And what I would really tell young girls and women in general is that it's all a lie. It's all a lie. All this, what you gotta be, how you have to look, how you have to act, it's all conditioning and programming. It's all irrelevant, you know? Do you want to be desired and wanted by everybody and their mama, knowing how everybody and their mama is? Do you want to be considered some piece of meat, or just so pretty that people don't take you seriously or even cause you harm because they think that you should give them attention? Do you want to be caught up in aesthetics and looks and having the right body and not having the right body and having to always keep up with the Joneses in terms of what is and what isn't and brand new and this and that, always tugging at your clothes and figuring out what can work and what doesn't work? It's exhausting to be a part of this system, right? Even now, you guys are like, you're in a bodycon rainbow pride outfit with your blonde hair and your makeup. And so what do you mean? What are you saying? You know what? There are people who don't think that I'm attractive. They would look at me and say like, oh, that's just not a very good look on you. Or they're like, you're just too fat to be wearing that. Or they have every excuse as to why they are not attracted to me, why I'm not attractive. And do you think I give a fuck? Oh, you should wear your natural hair. My natural hair is a buzz cut. I'll rock that shit from here to there. But they have a problem with that. Oh, you shouldn't wear any makeup. My face without makeup, I'm 99% of the time no makeup. And guess what? My skin is skinny, right? It's going to do what it's going to do. I got a problem with that. Man, I work out and walk every goddamn on day. I'm fat. I'm going to be fat. And they got a problem with that. You know, it's always something somebody got a problem with. My teeth ain't straight. They're going to have a problem with me not having straight teeth. All of that to discredit. All of it a part of the programming. All of it a part of the conditioning that only certain women who look a certain way should have attention. And guess what? Even those women are like, they be feeling some kind of way. We're so stuck on beauty and aesthetics. And mind you, beauty and aesthetics is not a bad thing in and of itself. It's not. To be able to be a sensual woman, to be a woman that stands in her power, to stand in her beauty, to know that she is that bitch, it's not an issue. In fact, it's very empowering. But then you turn around and motherfuckers always trying to test you and always trying to make you feel small and always trying to make you feel like you're not that bitch. And so you get caught up in the aesthetics of everything. And it doesn't matter. You know why? Because you can wear what you want. You can have your hair the way you want to, your makeup the way you want to. You can dress the way you want to. There is nothing stopping you from being who you want to be. And I honestly don't want everybody in my face. I don't want everybody to think I'm attractive. I don't want everybody approaching me. I don't want that attention. Now, you could come join me, be in community with me, but just to oogle over me, to be desired? Why? Why? Does me being desired somehow get me more money? Does it get me more traction? Does it get me the things that I want? No? Huh. For some people it does. For me it hasn't. And you know what? I don't get stuck on that. Like, I'm sorry. I'm looking at myself right now because, bitch, I am gorgeous. I am gorgeous. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and I am the beholder. Not you. Not anyone else. Did y'all realize that? When it says beauty is in the eye of the beholder, so many people will then say, oh, okay, well, this person is the beholder, this person. But what about you? Are you the beholder? How do you see yourself? From the outside to the inside, how do you see yourself? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I am the beholder, and I am gorgeous. And I am soft. And I am strong. And I am power. And I am enlightened. And I am everything that I ever wanted to be. And who are you to try and make me feel small? Or make me feel like I can't? Or make me feel like I don't? And make me feel like I won't? And make me... Who are you? Babes, you don't have that kind of range. You don't have that kind of power. I never gave that to you. Who I am is not based on what you think I am. And that's what a lot of y'all are missing. Who you are is based off other people. Those people don't do a damn thing for you. They don't pay no bills. They don't buy you no food. They don't walk with you and talk with you. They don't do nothing for you other than criticize you. And these are the people that you want to be deemed attracted to? there's this girl named Courtney on TikTok. She's amazing. She talks about programming and talking about changing your life and shaping your life. And the one thing she said, man, it has been hitting me like a brick. She said, why are you making plans for the least common denominator in the room? Why are you setting up your life for somebody who is irrelevant? Why are you conditioning yourself to people who have no say-so in anything that you do? Why are you not making this about you? Why is your life, the life you want to live, not centered on you? I would ask the girls and the women who feel like they're not attractive, I would ask them, are you the star of your own show? Do you feel that you are the best that you could be? When you look at life, are you the main character? Is it about you? Is it only about you and no one else? And I guarantee you, I ask them the questions, they will say no. It's not about them. It's about other people. They don't take control of their life because their life belongs to God, or belongs to the church, or belongs to their family, or belongs to the culture, or belongs to society. The one life that you have belongs to everybody but you. Does that make sense to you? Is that what you want? That's the questions I want to ask you. If you feel unattractive, if you feel unworthy, if you feel like you don't have a look or aesthetic, if you feel like you're just walking around just existing, I want to know, are you the main character of your life? Are you the one that looks to you for what you need to do? One of the things that I realized after having been religious, after having been in all that, and mind you, this is not one of them situations for y'all to come in and proselytize in the comments. I don't care. I was in that life for years. I don't need to argue. I don't need to explain. I don't care enough. And you shouldn't care either. Worry about your own soul salvation. But anyway, I would sit here and I would ask you, right? You want to take your instruction from God. You want to take your instruction from the universe. You want to take your instruction from your family, your friends. You want to take instructions from influencers, take instructions from the culture. You want to trust everybody's voice. But what about yours? What is your voice saying to you? What is your voice expressing to you? And it's not that I hate myself and I don't like myself and I don't like the way I look. I guarantee you, your true voice isn't saying that stupid shit. That's what you've been conditioned to say. That's what you've been conditioned to think, programmed to think. Think about this. If you believe that you're that bitch, then you're not going to get caught up in trends. You're not going to get caught up in fads. You're not going to get caught up in being the latest and having the latest and getting the latest. You become the trend. You become the thing that is to be inspired from. You become your own muse. And in a society in which propaganda exists, in a society where it pays to lie to you, in a society where the models on the magazine aren't even the models on the magazine because they've been so highlighted and changed and distorted, it benefits society, culture, religion as a whole to keep you small. To keep you out here thinking that you're not that bitch. I'm telling y'all. It is a design situation. So now you're sitting here and you thinking because you're not pretty, you're not beautiful, that you need to make yourself, you need to find your aesthetic. So what you gonna do now? You're gonna buy the hair, you're gonna buy the makeup, you're gonna buy the clothes, you're gonna buy all the outward things that you need, that you think you need to work on yourself, right? Okay, cool. You ain't got all that. Now you start wearing it. Now people start complimenting you. Okay, cool. But let's be real for a second. What are you really thinking in your head? What are the thoughts that are going through your head? What are the things that you're telling yourself? And I guarantee you, because you want to play coy with everybody else, but you're not going to play coy with me. In your mind, it's hell. In your mind, it's war. In your mind, you are saying things about yourself that you wouldn't say out loud. It doesn't matter worth a damn. You having the look. And in your mind, you at war. And I guarantee you, a lot of them pretty girls, them girls that you're looking at, the women that you're looking at that you think got it all, they have the same war in their heads too. It's conditioning to have us up here thinking that we not. To keep us small. To keep us thinking we're not enough. To keep us thinking we always got to change something about ourselves. Change something about ourselves. And again, I know y'all looking at me being like, but girl, you got a full face of makeup. I have a full face and this lace. I'll take all this off. And then for some reason you wouldn't listen because I don't look the way you think I should look to give you the advice. You see how that goes? It's just a constant cycle. Because when you start giving a fuck about what others think about you, then it's always going to be a damn cycle. Listen to me. They don't want you to see yourself. But you got to learn to start trusting your voice. You have to learn what makes sense and what don't. You have one life. And the only person that's going to be with you for all of eternity is you. Oh, God gonna be there. Okay, cool. But the only person that's going to be with you for all of eternity, however many lifetimes we have, is you. Nobody else. The only thoughts and opinions that matter about you are you. And I wonder if you ever considered, is the things that I think about myself my thoughts or thoughts that have been taught to me? Who told me? Who told me I was ugly? Who told me my look wasn't the look? Who told me my hair wasn't good enough? My clothes weren't good enough. My style wasn't good enough. Who told me my personality was trash? I cared too much. Who told me my character wasn't in line? Who told me? You'll find it'll probably be your family, your friends, schooling, culture, religion. I'm telling you, everybody telling you who you need to be and how you need to be. And you accepting it because you think you got to. You accepting it because you think that's the world you have to accept it. Because it's the world you live in, right? But that's not true. That's not true. You don't have to accept nothing from nobody. And you even questioning your beauty is actually a great way to start in hacking the system and hacking the matrix and saying, hey, this is not how I want to live. This is not what I believe. This is not what I think. And I want something different for my life. I'm going to ask you, with all the things going on, this beauty, right? You want to be beautiful. You want to have your essence come in from the outside. Inside, outside. Then you're going to have to go inside and start having some questions. But these questions are going to lead to other questions that will help trigger your true self. Because right now you're not connected to your true self. You don't trust yourself. You don't trust yourself. I can tell you right now you don't. If you're up here questioning your beauty, questioning if you're attractive, questioning if you're desirable, questioning if you are the best version of yourself, you do not trust yourself. And you've been listening to the words and thoughts and opinions of a lot of people for a long time. You're going to have to tap into you. You're going to have to be your number one. You're going to have to get selfish. You're going to have to get very focused on you. And I mean focused. Everybody else is irrelevant to how you see yourself. Everybody. No one's opinion matters. You're going to get tapped into your voice. You're going to get tapped into what you believe about yourself. Oh, this is scary for a lot of y'all. Listen, some of y'all going through it right now. You like, girl, hold on. Sis, hold on. Now you talking, but I don't know about that, right? If I told you to pray, you'd be like, oh, okay, I got that. If I told you to go to this guru, oh, you'd be willing to do that. If I told you to go on this trek and listen to all these different creators, oh, you got that. You could do that. But if I tell you trust your voice and learn your voice to the point that no one else's voice matters, you're like, girl, I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Imagine living your whole life getting fed poison and then wondering why you're sick. And at some point, you didn't have a choice with what was being fed to you. That's conditioning. All right? You didn't have a choice. You was young, you was a child, you didn't have a choice. And so you were fed all kinds of bullshit that don't even make no sense. But then at some point, you could decide what it is that you are feeding yourself. And instead of you feeding yourself something healthy to your soul, and to your spirit, and to something that makes you live, you decided to eat and ingest the same poison that they have been feeding you all your life, because that's familiar. That's familiar. That's the norm. That's what I feel like I deserve. That's what I feel like I should have. Don't beat yourself up. There's not the point. There's not the point for you to turn around and beat yourself up and be like, yes, I have the condition. I'm terrible. No, ho. I'm not calling you a hoe. I'm just saying, no, girl. That's not the point. That's not the point. Not to beat yourself up. It's to say, I see you. It's to say, I know exactly what has been done, what's happening, and I'm not falling for that shit anymore. And I'm not taking that on anymore. And I'm not ingesting that poison. As a matter of fact, from now on, I'm choosing me. Not you, not society, not this culture, not what y'all think, not this world. Me. I'm choosing me. Me. You get used to saying that. I'm choosing me. You like, girl, you talking. I might hear what you're saying, but I still don't understand how I can get to the whole how to feel better about myself. You thought I was going to give y'all this in one whole dang on video. Girl, it's a process. You even listening to this is a process. You got to get introduced to something new. You have to get introduced to the idea. You have to get used to the idea, introduced to the idea that not only have you been conditioned to program, but now you're trying to awaken from your programming. And a lot of things that you're accepting are things that you think you should accept, but don't have to. And that you probably are not trusting your own inner voice, and you may not even know what she or he sounds like, or you may not know what they sound like. And now I'm telling you, not only do you have to ignore and not feed it, not eat anymore the poison that you've been getting from conditioning, but then you also have to start learning your inner voice, and you also have to start doing the inner work, because the inner work will lead to the outer. Child, that's a lot. That's a lot, and I get it. And I hope that you feel like I'm not talking to you in a way to try and like be harsh with you. I'm not. I understand. I get it. And there's grace for you. There's grace you need to give yourself. Because for some of you, this is the first time you're hearing this. And this is the first time you're realizing this. And to be quite honest with you, it's going to sit with you. So this might not be something you get right now, but mind you, you'll be sitting up in a meeting at work and being like, I don't know my inner voice. I don't trust myself. I have just been hearing what other people have said about me. But what do I think about me? What do I think about me? Oh yeah, it's gonna hit you. It's gonna hit you. And you may or may not be ready for what comes next. Because there's stuff that comes next, and we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that next time. But to be quite honest with you, a lot of y'all are just gonna have to take and process what I just told you. And I say this with love. Everything I say is with love. There are people out there that believe that you have to be harsh with truth. You gotta just be rude and nasty and mean with truth. But one thing that I've learned about the truth is that the truth is sharp like a double-edged sword. It pierces down to the bone, past the bone, through the bone. Truth is one of those things that when it hits, it can rock your world from side to side. It can take you from here to there in a split second. The realization, oh my goodness. Truth is power. And truth, I don't need to be rude about that for you to feel the impact of truth. I don't need to be rough with you for you to realize you haven't been putting yourself first. I don't have to call you names for you to realize that you've been ingesting poison your whole life. I don't have to call you names for you to realize that you have been living by a standard that is not even your own. I don't have to be so rough with you and throw you here and there for you to know the realization that you are not the main character of your own life and that you put yourself secondary. I know. So where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? What do we do from here? What do you want to do? Because there's something that's going to happen. A couple things. So I could be saying some things and you're just like, well, no, that's not me. That's not my circumstance. Okay. All right. It doesn't apply. I wish you well if it doesn't. And then for those that it does apply to, you'll just be like, well, I see what you're saying, but I still think that I need to try and work on these outward things. Because that's the easier thing to do. That's the easier thing to do, to be quite honest with you. Getting the hair, the makeup, wearing the dress, that's the easier thing. Working on the N-word, inside, oh, you're not ready for that yet. So you'll start working on the outside. But I guarantee you that mine's still going to be a war. So there'll be others of you that hear what I'm saying and you're immediately like, yes. Like, I need to work on the inside. I need to make myself the main character. I need to stop putting myself secondary. And so you'll allow this to resonate with you and to ask yourself the question of what does putting myself first look like? Am I in a situation where I could put myself first? How long have I been secondary in my own life? In what ways am I secondary in my own life? These are just a couple of questions that I was asking, but you are going to start asking more and more questions. They'll just start to flow if you let them. And then there'll be others of you that this will have to sit with you for a minute. It's not going to hit you right now, but it will. And when it does, I want you to give yourself grace and to not be overwhelmed and say, I've got to fix everything now, immediately, instant. You've had years of conditioning. My love, you've had years of conditioning. It's not going to happen instantly. But boy, you are going in the right direction, because it's happening. The change is happening even now, step by step. And I mean guaranteed change. By the time we're done, if you do the work, if you really want to do the work, baby, your glow up will be from the inside out. And it won't matter what you wear. It won't matter what you do. They can't stop you. They can't stop you. Again, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You are the beholder of your own life. And you're powerful. That's another conversation. That's another conversation, because I got to get to all the assets of what's going on, like all the power that you really have that they try to take from you, right? Just even in the beauty, the whole just diabolical things that they've done to try to take your power. Golly. I just want to encourage you. I want to encourage you. Because at some point in time, I thought I was an ugly duckling. But you know what? The world is ugly. So if I'm an ugly duckling, I'm an ugly duckling in an ugly world, doing ugly things. And you know what? If I am ugly, bitch, I'm ugly, I guess. Like, for real. I'm like, oh, she ugly. Okay. All right, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, seriously. What you really want is you want what's for you. You want the life for you. You want the partner for you. You want the career for you. You want the path for you. And once you tap into you, unstoppable. We just gotta get you there. So come back. Come back. Because yourself is calling. And you definitely need to pick up. Until then, guys.